Now when I do a stormy sea, and that's one of my favorite pictures to do, I start out doing the same motion pretty much that we did for the mountain. It's pretty much that same up and down motion. And again, remember, we're using the side of the chalk. Okay, so it's very much still that upside down V motion. Now I'm going to erase what I just drew there, because what we want to do is not just draw a bunch of upside down V's, but we want a little bit of flow to it. So, and we don't want it all the same. So again, I'm going to use much the same motion as I did with the mountain. Just going to come up, but this time we're thinking water. Now I use 3 different colors to get a sense of distance and a little bit of depth. So we're going to use a light blue for the distance, kind of a medium blue for waves that are closer, and a very dark blue for the waves that are up closest to us. Now let's clear that out again. And here's how it goes. It's very simple. Again, I'm just going to do a couple little peaks, because those are going to be our distant waves. Next, I'm going to come back in with a little stronger color. This is my medium blue. And I may have to come in a couple times because this chalk is very thick, and sometimes it is difficult to lay one color over another. Okay, I'm going to come up and make it look like those other waves are more in the background. Then I'm going to take just a few seconds to smooth out what I've got, get a little bit of substance here. And then I'm going to come in with my darkest blue, and again I'm going to lay it right on top. And the idea is I want to see the different layers of color. I want to see my closest up waves, and then the other waves that are a little lighter in color. Again, they look a little further away, and then finally these light blue ones that are off in the distance. Now, again, when we do waves like this, if you've ever seen the ocean, you know that there's a little bit more going on. When that wind kicks in there and gets those waves going, we get some foam. So I take a little bit of white chalk, and I'm going to do the same thing again, almost like doing the snow caps on a mountain. I'm just going to come in here, but I'm going to be a little bit more free, and I'm going to throw a little bit back in these other waves here. And there I have a stormy sea. Now, like anything with chalk art particularly, you want to practice. So, you don't just stop with that. The one thing I like about having a standing easel and the kind of paper that we use for chalk art, it's called bogus paper, and I'll do an online workshop on that down the line. But the nice thing is, I can just erase that with an eraser and go back over it and do it a lot of times. I'm going to do another one right here below, just so you get a feel. Remember, everyone's going to come out a little bit differently, so that's okay. Just have fun, relax, and I think the biggest thing that I can tell you in getting the hang of this is don't be too stiff. Again, that's usually what beginning artists struggle with. They'll want to get out here and they'll want to again be very stiff and specific in how they draw. What you need to do is relax and just come in and have a little fun. Just throw in some waves. It doesn't matter if they're perfect or whatever. You're just going to come in here, use the side of the chalk, throw that in. I'm going to come in with another color. There we go. Just throw them in there. Have some fun. Remember, if you've ever seen a stormy sea or even a semi-stormy sea, the waves aren't very orderly. So, if you try to be too orderly with this, you're going to lose the effect. Okay, now. Again, you want to get a few peaks in there. I'm going to come in, just kind of blend a little bit. Another reason with chalk art that you want to learn to draw fast is that you're going to have to do a full-size picture, 3 feet by 4 feet, in about 15 minutes, much longer than that, and your audience will get bored. So you really want to kind of move fast, learn how to do this quickly. I'm going to come in, throw some, again, using the side of the chalk for the most part, a little bit more pressure on the tip, but for the most part, you know, just the side will do it. Okay. Throw some of that in there. Sometimes I'll throw actually a little light green in down here, just because again, if you see the ocean, sometimes it's not strictly blue, it's going to be kind of a light green color, but you want that effect of you know, it being unsettled and disorganized. Wind is blowing, you know, stirring things up, and there you have a stormy sea. You know, as you practice these, again, you can use regular pastels; they will work the same way. Just remember that you're going to create your sense of depth by using lighter chalks in the back, moving to darker chalks in the front, and again, be loose, be relaxed, and have fun with it. That's the most important thing. So that's our chalk art tip for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back next week with another one. This is Jim Pence for See the Light. Have a great day.